Being a marketer's no sweat. You just have to manage dozens of channels, launch hundreds of campaigns, score thousands of leads, and okay, fine, it's a lot of sweat. Unless you have HubSpot's AI-powered marketing tools to help you do all that and more. Get started at HubSpot.com/marketers.
I like the fact this is like how you normally record, which is just with cocktail in hand.
the parentals.
Do you want to stand or sit? Because you can sit and I can move. This is moves up and down.
Hang on.
No, not on my knee. Not on my knee.
Shut it.
Not on my knee.
This is what we have to cope with every
That's
day.
my bad knee.
Right, we're already rolling, so that's all gold.
Last time on the Work-Wife Balance podcast, it all kicked off.
We have booked successfully the biggest guests of the podcast, which is your parents, so the Podfather.
No. What it is they're coming to stay for 4 days because they want somewhere to stay while they're in London for a while.
What have you agreed when your mum's going to come back and haunt you from beyond the grave?
You know what she said? I'll just blow on your neck.
That's terrifying. I was going to suggest that we do a whole episode under here.
No.
Not live from under the bed.
No.
But we could say under the sheets with Leigh and Chris.
Right, get on with it.
Welcome, Mum and Dad. This is Dad's second time, isn't it?
Yeah, second time on this air.
First time for Mum.
No, I have been on before answering questions.
Yes, I know.
I give me view.
Yeah, I know. I know every day you do. Whether it's wanted or unwanted.
I give me views.
Don't we all know
They're not
it?
always right, but I do give them.
Look, last time we talked about what makes you an adult, I think we should just launch in with that.
Oh, right.
The moment
Straight
that
in.
you
Well, we
realise...
can't ask Leigh. She's not an adult yet.
Ha, ha, ha.
When did you realise?
Very funny. When did Mum become funny?
No, because Tony has been on and he says he realised he became an adult when he started paying council tax.
Okay.
That's true though, isn't it?
Okay.
Super
okay,
boring.
Okay.
It's like the most boring thing to realise in life. He used to think that bills were free. Like turn on electricity, he didn't realise that it cost anything.
Go on, Mum.
I think that's a good one. I think when I first moved into my first place by myself,
Oh, that's a nice one.
I think it's kind of like, oh my God, you know, I'm responsible now. I think that was my first time as a grown-up, really. And also, it's not just about realising you're grown up, it's quite scary as well because, you know, you've had everything done for you and then all of a sudden, it's like, wow.
I can imagine Mum's first flat, being party central.
I think it was very clean.
Yes.
Was it clean?
Oh, very clean.
What did you say today when you saw Leigh doing the cleaning?
You weren't. I wish you were like this when
When you were at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you realise
What?
how much
What do you mean?
we had to put up with when you were at home.
It's like
Running around after you.
It's
and
like
now
the
you know
roles have
the
reversed.
book's on the other foot.
You're the kids. You're the kids, and we're the actually no.
Nothing.
You're
No.
not the adults.
Shall I just tell you when first time I thought I'd grown
Go
up?
on. Yeah, I want to know.
Right. When I first got into a pub and don't ask my age.
Hey.
So that'd have been, what, 5 years ago?
No.
Mum's got the
must have been
dirtiest
about
laugh
23,
ever.
24 before I could get in a pub.
Because I got in a pub on my 18th birthday and I showed them my ID and it said, I'm 18 today. And they went, come on, mate, this is obviously a fake ID. I was like, it's my birthday today. And they're like, get out.
I used to have to sit in chair in corner and I used to send lads up to the bar so they could get me a drink.
Are you joking?
No.
What, and you were old enough?
Oh, we're about 23, 24. And I had to sit in corner and they had to go get me drinks.
Wow.
What was your drink? Actually, one of our questions is, what is your drink of choice? So while I find out who asked that, here we go. Tim says, what is the Podfather's drink of choice? Now, we mentioned cider before.
It's cider. Definitely cider.
What type of cider?
It's got to be, you can brand it, you can say the brand.
Sweet cider. Well, can I say it on air?
Of course you can.
Yeah?
Probably Thatcher's.
They might send you a crate.
Sponsor the Podfather.
Yeah, any cider, but anything sweet. I love cider.
What about Judge Jane? You're not a boozer, really. Well, you are a
No.
boozer, but you don't have a drink of choice.
I think when I was younger, I were a party animal. But I think over years, no, I'm not really a massive drinker. I think when I was younger, now you're all going to go, ugh, but it was the best drink.
Go on.
I used to drink cider, Pernod and black mixed together.
What?
Isn't that like a snake bite?
Kinda,
essentially?
yeah.
Mate, that's a snake bite times 5. That'll blow your head off.
I used to love that when I was younger. But
Back then, girls used to drink a lot of lager and lime.
I weren't that kind of gal.
We've got so many questions sent in. We're just going to pick the very best ones here. We'll start with Chris's question, which you can both answer. And I'm going to have to do it in the voice because this is kind of the Podfather Part 2 episode.
Do it in the voice.
What was it like? No, that's not good. I went northern now.
You've got to push your jaw out.
What was it like on the day of your daughter's wedding?
Oh, it was him that rummages in bushes.
David Bellamy.
David Bellamy, yeah. David Bellamy.
That's like your David Attenborough impression that we featured once before.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what was it like on the day of your daughter's wedding? We've talked a lot about the wedding on the podcast, but it's been... We haven't gone into it probably as much as maybe people want to know. Mm-hmm. So what was it like? Hot?
For me, if you could stop me crying, it was absolutely so amazing. It was out of this world, basically. I mean, the place that we went to, Antigua, it was absolutely beautiful, and it was just stop. If you could stop me crying, it'd have been a good day.
Well, hang on. What's the drink that you've got in your hand now? Because it's not a cider.
No. It's like a substitute for Antigua Smile.
No, it's an Epping Smile.
So this is an Epping Smile.
Christopher's just made it for you.
Yeah,
So-
it should be rum and pineapple.
Yeah.
But he's made it with orange, so it's rum and orange.
Because we had like a special drink at our wedding, didn't we?
Yeah.
In Antigua, which was really nice of the bar staff to create a drink for us, and we sort of carried on the tradition.
Yeah.
To great personal cost.
Yeah.
Of hangovers.
What was it like for you, Mum? Because you were with the ladies. We had like everything in the morning. We had like a floating breakfast, champagne.
They were amazing. I mean, not just because it was your wedding. It's like, I know every mum says this, but it was the dream location, the dream people, the dream everything. You know, I mean, from getting up at morning and us having the floating breakfast in the pool, the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
We're just in the pool with not eating.
I was going to say, what did the guys do?
Boozing in the pool.
It were a mixed of emotions because it were like we were up, we were relaxed, we were in the pool, we were eating, drinking, and then it turned to chaos. Not for Leigh. Leigh was sat there, you know, having her nails and everything done, and then it were like we got this lovely person from the hotel that had to steam the dresses.
This is great.
So all the dressers came up to Mum
Obviously.
with the lady that didn't know how to use a steamer.
I mean,
And we were
the poor
steaming them all.
lady. The poor lady was sweating, by the way, and she was like, "I don't know how to do
No.
this." So my mum was a bit rage-filled, a tad
She went,
bit.
"This is the day of my daughter's
Give me him here! Give me your bloody here! I'll do it now! God's sake!
You did, didn't you?
But you got it done, Mum.
We got it done, and then me and Tiffany carried the dressers down under a big sheet. And who did we meet coming up?
Me.
Of course, Christopher on his way up.
Before the
For his
actual
stag
wedding.
party.
Yeah, I was walking over to the room to get something that I'd probably forgotten, and I saw you go away!
Yeah.
Like, why? Go away! I was like, oh, right, something must be going on.
We got this big, long tip at one end, woman in middle, me at other end, big sheet over it so nobody could see it. And then all I could see peeping through were you and Gary coming up. And I went, move back! Move back! Back and then I was saying to them, run to that side. And then we got down there and Leigh's there, like a queen that she is.
The queen.
Being pampered. But it were amazing.
But afterwards as well, the reception were brilliant as well. And
We danced the night away, didn't we?
We danced the night away.
No, we didn't just dance the night
and
away.
then-
We
and then-
broke the actual the platform,
The stage.
the stage.
And,
we
and-
broke it.
And then right at the end, we probably all ended up in sea.
And then
Please tell them what happened to Christopher's ring.
This is the best thing in the world.
Right,
I haven't
right
said
at the
this
end of
story.
night, right at the end when we were packing up to go, what did he do?
We were dancing very energetically because I think we knew it was the last song.
Yeah.
So we went for it.
Yeah.
And I really was going for it. And then...
you're a bit sweaty. The ring flew off your
Flew off his finger.
My brand
like
new-
in slow motion.
Yeah. And landed in the sand
Landed in the sand.
somewhere.
And then I went, stop! Everybody stop!
The music
Don't
went,
move! Don't move! We've got to find it in the sand.
We were digging in the sand for
And
about
it
20
was
minutes.
night time.
Yeah. And we were drunk.
And
we were drunk.
luckily we didn't find it, didn't we?
Well, still got it now, and the marriage is saved. Tim has been on. He says, I'm not a huge one for podcasts, but the comedic musings of a 30-something married couple from Essex who work for the BBC, I enjoy them, although warning the bleep button doesn't work very well
No, we haven't quite got the hang of
because
that.
it's been overused. Swearing. We've got to have a little mention about swearing here.
Don't worry, I've got some tape and I'm just about to put it on them.
What, you're going to gag us?
I'm going to gag them. So the next episode you won't have to worry about because all you'll hear is...
Some people like that better. We've got this other message from TC saying, a question for the Podfather. I don't know about this question. Were you in any way underwhelmed when Leigh introduced Chris to you? So what was it like when you first met me? Thanks very much for this question. We appreciate that.
I'm going to stand here and just have a drink while I listen to this.
Well, I wanted to know how much money he'd got.
It's a Yorkshire lad.
First question. No, I remember the first meeting because I did a barbecue, didn't I? Yeah. But I'm pretty sure I'd done a night shift the night before, and I was like, right, focus your mind, game face.
You were a little bit nervous.
Yeah, because I wanted to make a good impression.
And you guys didn't really know anything about Chris, to be fair, did you?
No.
Was I just another one?
Yeah.
What did you think, Mum?
Careful now.
Careful now. I think he's cooking tonight.
Amazing. Amazing, fantastic. Any words that you want to say? Don't worry.
It's quite different from the rest.
I think Chris seemed very shy, actually, when we first met him. Very reserved. And I think in our family, well, it would either sink or swim for him.
Get on with it, mate.
So, and by the end, he was swimming. So... For us,
I had to learn.
Yeah, so he got the thumbs up from us, didn't he, Gary?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Well, that's good.
I love
And we must say now he's just, well, he's our lad, isn't he?
Make a lovely couple.
He's our lad.
A lovely couple.
We think so too. In fact, talking about the first thing you just said then, Dad, about how much money Chris has. We've had a question from somebody here, Dad, who says, is it true that all Yorkshiremen are tight?
I can answer that in one sentence.
No, what you're going to say is how much you're going to pay me to tell you the answer.
No, let me tell you, we are careful.
Is it over yet?
I've got another question here. What's your favourite series is? Now, we had a whole episode about series.
Oh, here we go.
And we talked about the fact that you watch one and then you can't remember what it is the next day. I know the answer to this question already, and I'll ask Gary this because I know he won't know. What series are you currently watching?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Because
Jane knows though. You know, Judge Jane knows.
We watch that many.
Because at the minute we don't have one on the go, do we?
Right, Mum, what happens? Talk us through what happens when you try and sit down and watch a series.
I asked Jane to find one for me.
He never looks for a series.
Never.
It's always down to me.
Yeah.
And it's a task.
Because I trust you.
Because, and I'll tell you why it's a task.
That's love. That's love.
I can sit and watch any series, and I like to watch a lot of Mexican series that have subtitles. Anything with subtitles.
Like Narcos
forget it.
Mexico.
Yeah, exactly.
Right then.
Exactly.
Right then.
Or Queen of the South I'm watching at the moment. That's a Mexican.
And
on Netflix.
is Gary watching it with you? Does he know that?
No. No. He's got subtitles. How can he?
No chance.
He doesn't read and watch.
So Gary likes something that's just simple to watch, but we both do like Oztech.
Ozark.
Sorry. Yeah.
This is
on
good.
Netflix,
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
also like Peaky Blinders.
Ah, that's a good one.
That's
you wear a
amazing.
cap sometimes.
I always wear flat caps in the winter with a
Not
scarf.
with a razor blade.
It depends how much you pee me off.
All right.
So we've got a question here for all of us, which has been sent in by, is it Legally Brunette?
Yes.
It says you have your own one-day music festival. You have unlimited funds for 5 acts only. Who's headlining and who's supporting? All have to be living, by the way.
I was just going to say, because a lot of mine...
Living's hard, isn't it?
All yours are dead, aren't they, Dad?
Now dead. People like...
No, hang on. Frankie Valli's still going.
Yeah, Frankie Valley. Yeah,
We nearly thought about going to see him, because he's at the Albert Hall. But I thought, I don't know, it's a lot of money to see old Frankie. And I mean old Frankie.
People like that, I like Levi Stubbs, lead singer out at Four Tops.
Let's pick your number one.
The headline.
That's
who
still
you'd
alive.
see. Yeah, that's still alive today. Who would you go and see? I can go straight away. Guns N' Roses, because we're going to see Guns N' Roses in a few weeks' time.
Fuck me.
You don't have to go.
I think me and Mum would end up going together on this one because I'm going to say between Rihanna or Eminem. And this is the sort of vibe Mum likes.
Bit of rappage.
Do you know? I don't know if Dad knows this, but when I was younger, I used to listen to my mum playing Eminem next door because she used to buy all the CDs. You're a massive Eminem fan.
I am
aren't you, Mum?
massive, yeah, it's amazing.
You've got all the albums.
I think he's the only rap artist that can he's so good with his riffs and stuff, and he's so fast that you can still, no matter how fast he raps, and he always has a story wrapped around it, but you still understand him. You still follow the song.
And I must have been about 13, 14, and I was not allowed to listen to Eminem because of the naughty swear words.
According to who?
It hasn't rubbed off at all.
Who had the rule that you weren't?
Dad, I think it was mainly Dad, probably didn't want me to listen to it. So Mum used to slip the CDs under my door. And I used to listen to them on my Walkman.
Hang on.
In secret.
you're telling me something here now,
This is
aren't you?
another thing my dad doesn't know.
Can't she ever hold out here?
Did you? So hang on. So you're just finding this out now? So
This is like the vase story.
This is like the vase, isn't it, that got broke. Can I just say I've had to think about this singer that
yeah.
Oh my
I bet you
God.
have. I bet you have. Go on then.
Because I'm trying
This
to.
is what Mama said.
This is what it's like with drams.
I'm trying to think of somebody that's still alive, actually. Smokey Robinson.
Ah, that's a good choice.
Oh, that's a good choice.
So Mum,
Tears of a cloud.
you haven't actually answered the question yet. Who would you like to see headline at your music festival?
Eminem.
Yeah. So good. We go together.
Judge
got it.
Judge
Yeah.
Fest.
Cheers.
Like birds
Mum.
of a feather.
Woo! There you go.
It's going to get out of control now.
Mum needs a refill.
They're all cheering with drinks here, and I've just cheered with my hand.
Well, look, we have chatted and talked about loads of things. As my parents, how have you found the podcast so far? Have you enjoyed them? Do you listen to them much at all?
Yeah, I
Yes.
listen to him religiously.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You actually listen?
We do.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, we
listen
do.
religiously, and also
Brilliant.
I think for you two, it's really good because in your everyday lives, you're professional. You work in media.
We're professionals.
Yes, you are. You're professionals. You work in media. Very professional. And I think for people to see you two,
Yeah.
as the people you are at home,
Yeah.
it's brilliant because this is that we don't know you as Chris on the BBC or Leigh on the BBC.
Why don't you? What's wrong
it's
with
just
that?
like
People are, what the fuck?
what you doing, Leigh? What you doing? And I think it's just nice for people to see that you're just fun-loving guys and love
We come from a
life.
very crazy family.
a very
Oh, you
crazy
do.
family,
We're a very loved family.
and we've always
Crazy
been like that.
Northerners.
No, we've always been an open family that we love fun. We are open with one another. We're very loving of each other, and I think it's nice to spread that bit of love around.
I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree
Trying to
more.
get us to come and live down south, but there's no chance.
We keep trying. We keep trying.
Okay,
Look,
this is a
we're
question.
Jon Snow. We're up north.
They're trying to get us a retirement
We're
home, but
northerners.
What you're on about? We're already looking at Bailey's shed for you.
Yeah.
It's too big.
It's got a
It's
heater
too
in
big.
there.
It's too big.
It's too big. And I get warm with all that eating on.
I was going to ask you, what is it about the North?
Everything.
The
God's
pe-
country.
the people.
Oh, you set
That's
them up.
'cause-
You've
that's
set
'cause
them
you're
up.
there. That's 'cause you're there.
Honestly.
But wouldn't you
It's,
bring the standards of the South up if you just...
honestly, it's too fast.
I'm not
it's
saying
too, the
that-
living. It's too fast,
Sorry, go
isn't it? The pace of life. It's especially in London.
But if we get you a Gran X in back, it'd be fine.
a Gran X?
Yeah.
You're still thinking about what artist he'd pick if it was dead?
I think up north what it is that everybody's just so friendly with one another.
Yeah.
And we're kind of like, we're very open and we're caring. We care about people. And I'm not saying that, I'm not going to dish
talk to
people
anybody.
down south because there's some lovely people down south
is,
as
yeah.
well. But it's a bit hard. Like when I go on a bus, somebody talks to me. When I get on tube, I don't know what they're going to pull out of the bag.
I tell you what was funny.
Everywhere's like that.
I tell
Mum.
you what was funny today. So we got back to the house and we've got new neighbours that we've talked about in the podcast before.
yeah.
This is amazing.
Careful
okay?
now.
So
we don't want to piss
so
anyone else around on this.
Judge Jane says to the next door neighbour, "There's a bloke there," and she goes, "Oh, here he is. Dad's here to do the electric. Dad's around. Oh, here comes Dad, right?" And he goes, "I'm just the electrician."
But I pulled it back.
He said,
I pulled it back.
I thought. Oh,
I thought you were the husband.
Yeah. You look so young.
Where's the shovel?
But it's because you talk to anybody, don't you?
Yeah, I'll talk to any. I think that people judge people on the looks or what they do for a living or where they live, and I think the best way to judge a person is just to talk to them.
Oh, can I ask? All right, I've got a question for the Podfather that I've just remembered. Go on. No, you want to go?
No, I was just going to say, you find it weird that I talk to people on the tube, don't you?
I know where you get it from. Yeah, the
You're looking
conversation.
at them.
But no, there's one conversation. Now this is weird, but I love it. This is my favourite thing. There's one conversation that the Podfather will have with anybody who's prepared to listen, and you'll know when I say it. about special coffee.
Oh, don't.
In it,
No,
about
why?
special coffee.
Well, I was just about to
yeah.
wrap up the podcast.
No,
this is going to go on for another
this is
20
very,
minutes
It's
now.
very important.
No,
Do you know we went for a walk around town today, and you know what he said down the road? Oh, I forgot my saccharines.
yeah.
Can you just
And
tell
you know
us?
what? He's so tight.
the
He
thing
goes
is-
to the coffee shop, orders hot
No,
milk.
no, let me tell you. No.
You've got a special drink, haven't you?
Yeah,
Of
I-
recent times.
I used to suffer with headaches, and I put it down to coffee.
Yeah, and chocolate.
And chocolate, yeah, and all the buns that I used to eat with chocolate on. But I suffered with headaches from caffeine. So I stopped drinking coffee, like from Costa and what have you,
Yeah.
proper coffee. And I go to, am I allowed to say it?
Yeah.
Holland and Barrett.
We're not the BBC, Dad.
No,
You
but
can
this-
say what you like on here.
Holland and Barrett, which has been my lifesaver because I buy something called the Whole Earth, and it's got no caffeine in it.
By the way,
Chicory.
if
It's
Holland and Barrett,
chicory.
if Holland and Barrett want to sponsor us, get in touch.
And I take it.
Please, because it cost me a fortune.
I have a little haversack, and I take it in my haversack, and I take it absolutely everywhere. So if I go to a cafe, I just get a hot milk, and I put my special coffee in it, and I take my own saccharines, and I put my own saccharines in it.
So
Can you imagine? We walk around promoting chicory, for God's sake.
Every single
Let me
person.
tell you, anybody that suffers with headaches or anything like that's due to caffeine, buy that Whole Earth from Holland and Barrett, and it works a treat, and I don't get any more headaches anymore.
And it really does. It doesn't get headaches, only from me.
Don't forget, you can subscribe on Twitter, Insta, and send us an email. workwifebalancepod@gmail.com.
And can I just...
Oh, here we go. She's got. Look, she loves this podcasting now. She's got right into
final
it.
word then, go on.
No, this is the final word that I just want to say, it's something that Leigh said actually. This year, unfortunately, we lost Nana. And we've all been a bit devastated over it, to say the least. And I would just like to say that we have Leigh, we have Tiffany, we have Christopher. They're our beautiful children. And then we had Nana. And Leigh said we were always a family of 6. And now we're a family of 5. But I'd like to dedicate this to Mary.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, that's my mum.
Do it.
I think that's a great way to end the series. The series is.
Can you handle another one though? That's the
Can
question.
you handle another one? Can you handle series as 3?
After a few more drinks.
Yeah, of course we can.
Go on then.
Just send all them.
Get
things
all,
in,
get all
them
your
in.
questions to Judge Jane. Send all your comments, like you always do.
About coffee.
About coffee or questions about coffee to the Podfather.
Or if you know any dead artists that you'd like to promote.
Oh my goodness, I've just thought, they do Nespresso pods.
Because he's still thinking.
Nespresso Podfather.
Or espresso chicory.
Get on that, everybody.
Well, look, thank you so much for joining us for our finale of season 2, and we can't wait to be back next time. See you later, guys.
See you later.
Ready for a refill.
See ya.
Bye.
Do you want another one, Dad?
Hiya, it's Podfather here. Thanks for listening to Series 2. We'll hope to see you in Series 3. Take care, everybody. Love you. Bye.
Are you tired of seeing your teen or young adult struggle on a path that clearly isn't the right fit? Is your teenager confused about which direction to take after high school? The future of work is changing rapidly, and our kids need to know all of the options available after high school so they're empowered to make the choice that is best for them. In each episode, we explore the latest trends that are shaping the opportunities of today and tomorrow. I'm your host, Betsy Jewell, and this is the High School Hamster Wheel Podcast.